If I'm not mistaken, I think I've explored almost all of this place last video. Well, I shouldn't expect anything less from a beach town. Now that cave you see over to the left, that will lead you to routes 47, 48, and the Safari Zone. And that lady just said that there's some new people in the house that's up ahead, and those new people happen to be the move relearner and the move deleter. But I'll go in that house in just a minute. So here we have Cliff Edge Gate, which will eventually lead you to the Safari Zone. But I can't go beyond this point until after I heal the Ampharos at the lighthouse. Well, I'm gonna have to go to the Safari Zone anyway, since it is part of the new content that's in this game. And I don't understand why I can't go past that lady at the counter and talk to the guys that are blocking the stairway. I mean, in Heart Gold Soul Silver, you're able to do that, but for some reason, you can't do that here. Yeah, I don't get it either. Anyway, look who's here. It's Caitlin, the owner of the Battle Castle at the Battle Frontier. And apparently she found a Pikachu washed up on the shore since it was surfing, and she's willing to let me keep the Pikachu. However, your lead Pokemon has to have max happiness, otherwise, Caitlin won't let you have the Pikachu. Well, pretty fitting that I'm getting this Pikachu after hearing about the abilities Mega Raichu X and Y are getting, but I'll come back to that some other time. So this Pikachu I'm getting, it's a special kind of Pikachu. What's so special about it? Well, it knows both Surf and Fly. A possible reference to Pokemon Yellow, I assume, since you see it surfing and flying with those balloons in the intro, or maybe it's a reference to the various events that involve Pikachu having one of those two moves. And yeah, that's why she can't battle, since we saw back in Renegade Platinum what happens when Caitlin partakes in a battle. Okay, why don't I show you this Pikachu real quick? As you see right there, it knows both Surf and Fly, along with Wish and Thunderbolt. In Let's Go Pikachu, your partner Pikachu gets secret techniques that replace Surf and Fly outside of battle. I believe those two techniques are called Sea Skim and Sky Dash. But as of Generation 8, Pikachu is able to learn Surf as a TM. And you can see Suicune right over there. I'll deal with it in just a minute. And yes, as you just saw, I have Wooper in my party. And that's because I'm going to delete Rock Smash off of it so that way I can make room for the other HMs that I'm going to get later on, such as Whirlpool and Waterfall. Anyway, in this house, as we learned from that lady, we got the Move Relearner and the Move Deleter. Normally, these two would be in Blackthorn City, but looks like they relocated here, which is pretty convenient. Well, I don't require the services of the Move Relearner, even though I could very well teach Bullet Punch to Machamp, but I'm not going to do that since I really need Bullet Punch. Okay, I do require the services of the Move Deleter. I meant to put Wooper in my party last video, but I completely forgot to do that. Sorry about that. Yes, that's right. Okay, Wooper. And now let's get rid of Rock Smash. Yes, there we go. Okay, hope I remember that these two are here in Cianwood City and not Blackthorn City. Okay, let's go and confront Suicune. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm about to partake in a battle in a matter of seconds, so I'm gonna put Miss Magius in the lead. There we go. Okay, here is Suicune, who's gonna run circles around me, and runs off into the distance. Anyway, look who shows up. Yep, that's right, Eusine. Yeah, because if Suicune is around, you bet that Eusine is not too far behind. So this time, he wants to fight me. And believe it or not, in this game, this is not the only battle you'll have against Eusine. You can actually fight him again much later on in the game. Although, I don't know if it's after you catch Suicune, I didn't really check on that. I want to see Suicune up close. Well, you said you got a glimpse of it, so yeah, that's as close as you're going to get to seeing Suicune. So this battle is just for him to earn Suicune's respect. Back in Crystal, I said that Suicune acknowledges me and not him, so this battle is kind of pointless. And anyway, Suicune's probably on the other side of the region by now. Okay, he's going to have 4 Pokemon as opposed to having 3 back in the original games. So he starts off with Hypno. I believe Hypno has pretty good special defense, so I wouldn't be surprised if it were to survive my Shadow Ball. Well, find out in just a second. If it survives, then I don't know what's going to do. Oh man, just barely hangs on. Oh, okay, good thing Hypnosis missed because I did not want to get put to sleep. Alright, one more Shadow Ball, and Hypno will go down. Just like that. Alright, what is Eusine's next Pokemon? Rotom? Okay, I believe it's supposed to be regular Rotom. I thought it was going to be Wash Rotom since everyone seems to love that form of Rotom. But nope, it's just regular Rotom. Okay, since its defenses aren't very good, it's not going to survive my Shadow Ball. Although, if this thing really was Watch Rotom, then maybe I would have done something different. Alright, that's half of Eusine's team down already. Alright, who's next? Electrode? Well, I know for a fact that this thing knows Thunder, so hopefully this Magic can take that. Oh, wow, I'm going first? Well, that's strange because Electrode is a pretty fast Pokemon, so I was kind of expecting it to go first. Oh well. Screech? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting Thunder, but... okay, whatever. If it's not going to hit me with the Thunder, then okay, I'm fine with that. And Electrode goes down. Okay, his last Pokemon, I believe it's supposed to be Jumpluff. I have the choice between Machamp or Crobat. I'm going to go with Crobat since if I go with Machamp, then odds are Jumpluff is going to outspeed me, and when that happens, I don't know what it's going to go for. So, I might as well play it safe. With Crobat, there's no way Jumpluff is going to outspeed me. Alright, one wing attack, and Jumpluff will go down one hit since I don't think its defenses are very good. And Jumpluff goes down. No surprise there. So yeah, this battle maybe could have gone in a different direction had Hypno connected with Hypnosis, or if Electrode went with Thunder. Well, if that were to be the case, then yeah, I guess the battle would have been a little bit more interesting. I'm sorry to say, but I don't think you understand. Okay, you keep doing that. Yes, we'll see him again the next time we encounter Suicune. Okay, let's make our way to the Cianwood City gym since we explored everything here in Cianwood City. His roaring fist do the talking. Oh yeah, you got that right. So this place is going to be a little bit different from what it was back in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Okay, I'm going to put Crobat in the lead since it's going to be my main fighter here. Anyway, here's Chuck. However, he's under the waterfall, so he can't hear me. So I gotta find some way to turn that off. So this puzzle. I briefly alluded to it last video. This time you have to turn a winch, that way you can stop the waterfall, instead of having to push boulders around in a certain direction. But even then, that puzzle was pretty easy. Well, since these battles are going to take quite a while, I might as well talk about something interesting, such as the 7 Star Rillaboom Terry Battle Event, which is back in Scarlet and Violet. It originally started back in July and August of 2023, but now it's back starting from the 4th until the 11th. So, its ability is Grassy Surge, its star type is Normal, its nature is Jolly, and knows the moves Drum Beating, Acrobatics, Body Slam, and Low Kick. And its additional moves, Growth, Boom Burst, and Bulk Up. So I picked 3 Pokemon to use to fight that Rillaboom. Corviknight, Dondozo, and kommo-o. I'm going to start with Corviknight. Its ability was Mirror Armor, its star type was Fighting, its nature was Impish, its held item was the Shell Bell, and I gave the moves Body Press, Screech, Roost, and Iron Defense. So first use Screech twice if possible, then use Body Press to charge up your Terra Orb, then after your stats reset, use Iron Defense 3 times. Continue Body Press if your Terra Orb isn't fully charged yet, then after Terastallizing, continue Body Press until Rillaboom stats reset. From there, use Screech again, twice if you want to, then spam Body Press until Rillaboom goes down, and anytime you need to heal, use Roost. So yeah, there's not a whole lot that Rillaboom can do against a Steel type. Alright, on to Dondozo. Its ability was Unaware, its Terra type was Fighting, its nature was Impish, its held item was the Metronome, and I gave the moves Chilling Water, Body Press, Rest, and Curse. First use Chilling Water 3 times, Rest, then Heal Cheer, Terastallize, then Curse 6 times, Rest, then Heal Cheer, then spam Body Press until Rillaboom goes down. Yeah, that's it. Oddly enough, Rillaboom didn't go for Drum Beating until after I Terastallize. Yeah, I don't get it either. I guess the AI is stupid like that sometimes. Okay, on to kommo-o. Its ability was Soundproof, its Terra type was Fighting, its nature was Impish, its held item was the Ability Shield, and I gave the moves Breaking Swipe, Screech, Drain Punch, and Swords Dance. So first use Breaking Swipe 3 times, then try and nail a Screech before the barrier goes up. If you can't, then wait till later. Terastallize, then Drain Punch, then wait until your stats reset after Rillaboom uses Boom Burst. Then after that, use Swords Dance twice, spam Drain Punch until Rillaboom resets its stats, then use Breaking Swipe, then try and nail a Screech. Then spam Drain Punch until Rillaboom goes down. And my 4th Pokemon, Gholdengo. So, Star type was fighting, its nature was modest, its all item was the Shell Bell, and I gave the moves Terra Blast, Nasty Plot, Reflect, and Recover. For this one, you're going to need some help, either an Intimidator or an ally with a move that could lower attack, maybe Shield Down with Charm. Okay, so first use Reflect, and again when it expires, then start charging your Terra Orb with Terra Blast. Then after your stats reset, use Nasty Plot 3 times, recover if you have to, Terastallize, then spam Terra Blast until Rillaboom goes down. Yeah, I will admit, using Gholdengo to fight that Rillaboom, yeah, it was kind of tricky because, yeah, it kept on hitting me really hard, even though, well, the majority of Rillaboom's moves don't affect Ghost types, but still, Gholdengo did take quite a lot of damage from Rillaboom. So yeah, that's when I discovered I'm probably going to need some help to take down that Rillaboom. Either an Intimidator or maybe a Pokemon with the ability Charm. Well, the good news is at least Rillaboom doesn't reset its stats until after it loses the barrier, which is pretty convenient. Well, since it's the last day of that 7 Star Rillaboom event, I guess we're moving on to the 7 Star Cinderace event. I don't recall ever doing that event. If I didn't, then I guess it's because back then I did say that I wasn't interested in those events, since those Pokemon to me would just be some sort of trophy. Oh yeah, you got that right. Okay, one more trainer, and then we could make our way over to Chuck. Well, actually, I need to turn off the waterfall first. Yeah, on the left you can see a winch, which turns off the waterfall, which I have to turn first if I want to fight Chuck. So yeah, the gym puzzle here in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, yeah, that strength bullet puzzle, it really wasn't all that hard. Okay, seem to recall 3 boulders together. Yes, you just have to push the left and the right boulder upward, and then push the one in the middle either to the left or the right, and then boom, you're at Chuck almost instantly. But I'll be honest, I think this one is a bit easier since, well, you don't have to have a strength user around, so that way you could get through those boulders. Yeah, I don't really get what it is with the gyms in the Johto region that require the usage of strength. I mean, first there was the Cianwood City gym, and then there's the Blackthorn City gym. Okay, I'm gonna go to Miss Magius because I seem to recall that this Hypnotop's ability is Intimidate and also knows Counter. And yeah, I don't want Crobat to die to a counter because it's happened before, and I'm not about to let that happen again. Yeah, I learned my lesson. Yeah, as you can see right there, it has Intimidate. So yeah, I'm gonna play safe and go with Miss Magius. Yeah, I will admit, this Hitmontop caught me off guard when I first played this game, but not this time. Yeah, as you can see right there, it knows Counter, which is why I swapped out Crobat, that way I could prevent it from dying. Okay, that was the last trainer in the Cianwood City gym, so now all I have to do is just turn that winch, that way I can turn off the waterfall and fight Chuck. Okay, there's a straight pathway over to the winch. Alright, here we go. Yes, I will. Pure might, huh? Okay, just how heavy is that winch anyway? Okay, anything else? It won't turn anymore. Okay, well that's fine. Well, looking at the amount of time I have, I don't think I have enough time to fight Chuck, since, yeah, a team of 6, I'm gonna need a lot more time if I want to take down that many Pokemon. So next time, we're gonna fight this city's gym leader, Chuck. See you next time. Peace out.